Hello and welcome to this month's edition of Experimentation on YouTube. This month we decided to go over one of the more interesting articles that we stumbled upon from Science Daily. This website, as well as being a great resource for graduates seeking articles to plump up their papers, gives really good summaries of newly published material from a variety of scientific journals. The article we have chosen to discuss was conducted by the Duke Institute for Brain Sciences in the USA. The research aimed to explore innate number sense and how numeracy develops in infancy. The ability to represent numbers using symbols is a skill that is not seen outside the human race. However, this skill is developed, not born. As a result of this, scientists hypothesized that a crude sense of numerical understanding in infancy may be indicative of mathematical ability in later life. In order to assess this, a new study, which appears in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, tested number strength using 46 six-month-old participants in order to explore whether the infants noticed numerical change. As most babies will stare longer at things that change, each was presented with two screens. One would show the same number of dots, which would increase in size, and the other would switch between two different numerical values, for example, going from 8 dots down to 2. Numerical ability was measured when the babies looked longer at the screen, which increased and decreased in dot number. This study then tested the same participants at 3.5 years of age with a non-symbolic number comparison game. Children were shown two different images of dots and asked to choose which one had lots more dots without actually counting them. As well as this test, the children also completed a maths and IQ test standardized for preschoolers. The final test was a verbal challenge to identify the largest number word the child could understand. The results showed that children who showed greater interest in dot number screen in the first test at 6 months had significantly better grasp of numbers by the time they were retested at 3.5 years of age, and also performed better in the maths test. This research shows number sense in early infancy is an indicator of future maths ability. Although it is not possible to predict how a child will score in their final year maths exams by such research, it does explain some of the variance that exists in the mathematical performance of young children. The findings indicate that there is a connection between primitive number sense and symbolic mathematical ability, and as maths is often cited as a subject of difficulty for students studying it, assessing and recognising the innate level of early mathematical ability may increase the ability of teachers to improve a student's confidence in maths from a much earlier age. You've been listening to Experimentation, Science Making Sense.